What up, fellas? We back. Get Your Shift Together Men's Podcast. And today we talking about the list. You know which list I'm talking about. I'm talking about that list. Every brother knows what he wants in a woman when he looking for that wife. All right, let's get it.
Welcome to the Get Your Shift Together Men's Podcast with your host, Dr. Myron Edmonds.
Hey, we here. What's going on?
What up? What's up with you?
Yes, sir. We got he DJ walked today. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on some different stuff today, man. I'm on something else, man. I'm on something else today, boy.
I was just about to say, you know, how he's Jason Walker now, but now you're going back to DJ Walker.
Hey, listen. I'm on something else today because we got a very good topic, and we're gonna keep it all
with no slick talk either, man.
I know no slick talk today. We're gonna keep it all the way real today.
I've been getting on this man behind the scenes.
Yes,
his political speech, his diplomacy. Anyway, but look, y'all, before we jump into today's topic, we got the Conference of a Lifetime coming up, and we coming to the ATL. All my brothers in Atlanta, we coming to Atlanta on May 5 and 6. Go to the website, mensbreakthroughconference.com. Jay, you was there last year. You saw the move of God. It was powerful. We only got 100 spots, fellas. You need to get your spot and be one of those dudes that's in the number. We also got a special discount for brothers that's bringing another brother. We basically we're gonna slice your costs almost in half. I need you right now to go to mensbreakthroughconference.com and sign up. I'm going to be speaking. My man, Dr. Seth Lauder is going to be there. We got Michael Kelly. Wesley Knight is going to be in the building. I got some surprise guests that's going to be there. That's just going to be powerful. You got to get to the Men's Breakthrough Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. Go to the website, mensbreakthroughconference.com. Be there. And let's make this move. All right, anyway. You know, Jay, we was talking the other day. I said, we got to do a show on this.
Right.
Let's not even waste no time.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let's touch a little bit about what's bubbling on the block, man.
My fault.
What's bubbling on the block?
My fault.
You see, I got the DJ Walk name in there.
All right. No wonder. All right,
listen, go ahead. I'm dropping some jewels today. Quickly, because we ain't got a lot of time. Quickly.
Yeah.
What's going on with Ja Morrant, y'all? What's going on with Ja Morrant? Let's talk about him briefly. What's going on with this brother? So you know he was on Instagram Live, and he was partying in the club somehow. You know, well, not somehow. He's partying in the club. On his Instagram Live, flashed a gun. Now listen. This gun was so little. I was like, what beef is he going to cook with this gun? It looked like a lighter. I think somebody tried to say that they tried to pawn it off like a fake gun lighter. Like you see those in the novelty shops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was holding a gun like this. I don't know what song you listening to. What hood song are you listening to make you hold a gun like this? I don't know with the index and little thumb here. I don't know. But the gun was so little. I thought it was a piece of it. Whatever. That's neither here nor there, but the brother is catching a lot of flack behind that. First, he was suspended a number of games, and then they went back and tacked some more games on top of that, you know. And just this is a prime example of just keeping the right crew of brothers, keeping the right dudes around you to guide you and making sure that you don't do dumb mistakes. We always talk about LeBron on this show because, you know, we based in Cleveland, Ohio, Midwest kids, you know. But one of the reasons why LeBron has been so successful in his career and in his business endeavors is because the crew of brothers he keep around him. They keep him grounded. They keep his head in the game. And it seems like recently Ja Morrant, he's been hanging around some questionable individuals, and it's just spilling over into his basketball game. And now he then lost some endorsements, so the brother is now losing money. He's suspended. just sad to see the direction that this brother's career is.
He lost endorsements?
Yeah, he lost endorsements. I forgot who.
I got one question. Did Nike pull out on him?
I don't, man. You know what? He just brought out those crazy Nikes on All-Star Game too, man. The ones with the crystals in them. So I don't think Nike pulled yet.
Yeah, I don't think Nike pulled yet. Serious, man. They pulled out on Kyrie, man.
Yeah.
Explore
I think Kyrie kind of pulled out himself. I think he kind of, kind of left.
Maybe so. He did.
But anyway, we're here or there.
Yes, back to Ja. You're right.
Prime example, brothers. Keep the right set of brothers around you, man.
Preach.
Keep the right set of brothers around you, brothers. I want to see you do well.
Yes,
I want to see you do well. It was one video a couple years ago. LeBron was on the boat and he was partying, and some girl tried to come behind him or something, and one of his homeboys snatched her up with the quickness. Like, we not doing that here. Not to, get on the LeBron train all the time, but just a prime example of get with brothers that want to see you win. If I was around Ja Morrant, I would have been like, I would have smacked that little lighter out of his hand, whatever it was. And they're like, dude, erase that right now. Erase that right now, man. But prime example, brother, of being with the right crew, being with the right clique. That's why this winner circle thing is important, man, because you want to get with brothers that want to see you win, man. And that's just it, man. That's all I got to say.
Drop the mic. Drop the mic, man. Take that mic.
Hey, you want to get with brothers that want to see you win. That's it, man. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, man, bro.
I think we lost the audio.
All right, here we go. Mic check.
Yo, get your stuff together, man. You got that. No. You got that mic, man. Get your stuff together.
No, listen, man. I was trying to drop my own mic for you, man. Dude, man, that you came out here with some heat today. And,
hey, man,
listen, I can't say enough about what DJ Walk said, and I want to reemphasize our sponsor today is the Winning Circle Men's Breakthrough Conference. If you are not watching, if you are listening, if you are driving, if you're on the toilet, my brother, do what you got to do. Get on your phone and register right now. We got 100 spots only. This is the premier Men of Faith, men's conference, bro. This is the safest space in America for one day for brothers. And you need to get there. Amazing speakers, an amazing experience. I've told people, DJ Walk, a lot of times, who are the speakers? I try to tell them, even like last year, I can't remember who all the speakers were. We're not selling the speakers. We're selling the experience. Right. And the speakers going to be dope. But there's something different about a bunch of brothers coming together for one purpose, for breakthrough. Something is going to happen because something broke off last year. It was just phenomenal. Anyway, mensbreakthroughconference.com. That's men's, MENS, breakthroughconference.com. Let's talk a little bit more about this Ja thing. I got to say something, bro. First of all, that point about making sure that you got the right people around you. But I like what you also said. It's just as important to make sure that the people around you, like, they got to have some level of accountability to make sure you ain't screwing up your life, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, I saw that visually as you were saying it. Like, some of his dudes sitting around, and he got video images, man. Some chick giving him a lap dance. I know, listen, I'm a Christian, so, there's certain things I do and don't do. Some of these people may not have that reference. This don't got nothing to do with that. We talk about business. We talk about business here, man. Like, where are the people at in your life that's keeping you from screwing up, your assets, and what you're trying to do with your life? Like, I'm not encouraging people to, like, lie and be deceitful. You know what I'm saying? If you're stepping out on your wife, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, and hopefully your friend who says he loves you, loves your wife. Hopefully your friend who says he loves you, loves your kids. He's not going to encourage you, or support you doing stupid stuff. Like, I don't know, man. I was listening to a dude today, Jay. He said, people always talking every year about how they getting new friends and they cutting this person off. Like, why are you having to keep cutting people off every year? Something's wrong with you choosing the wrong people putting around you. And where's Ja's father, man? Where's he at? This is just a bad look all the way around for this superstar, man. But I appreciate you bringing this to the fore, man. This was good stuff today, bro. Good stuff. Anyway, what are we talking about today? We talking about okay.
The list. Do's and don'ts when you're dating. When you're dating, looking for marriage, because that's the ultimate goal for some of you fellas out there. What are some things that your girl / soon to be wife one day? What are some of the do's and don'ts? Some of the non-negotiables? What are some of the things that you gotta have in a woman to make?
Tell them what happened though, Jay. We was sitting there. Me and you was after church. We was breaking bread.
Yeah.
Single brother came through. Good brother. Shout out to that brother. I'm not gonna call his name, but I know he's an avid watcher of the show. He quoted us multiple times, but he's been having some struggles trying to find a good woman, and he expressed a lot of the same things that were expressed before when we were talking about passport bros. Just trying to find a woman that's feminine. And I went to listening to to Kevin Samuels. May he rest in peace. And I was listening to him talk about high value women. And honestly, I have to be totally honest, bro. I know people ain't gonna like the fact that I'm quoting Kevin Samuels, but one of the things that I think I have to agree with, man. There's nothing about that man's list that I could disagree with. And I feel like the list that Kevin Samuels mentioned in terms of what brothers want in a woman is typically the list that a lot of us have. And we were trying to tell this guy, Jay, we were like, something's wrong with your list if this keeps happening. So the question really is should we have a list? Should we not have a list? Should we be trying to refine our list? Well, this is what your boy says. Your boy Kevin Samuels. This man says that this is a high value woman. She's a feminine asset. She's feminine. She's an asset. She's attractive and appealing. Her body is in order. She's not overweight. This is literally what he said. He said because fitness. I'm just telling you. He says fitness says something about discipline, and he said you don't want a woman that's not disciplined. He said her mind, her body, and her spirit need to all be attractive. I don't disagree with that. He talked about how she needs to have her own stuff. As I'm listening to him, Jay, literally, it sounds like Proverbs 31 woman, bro. I'm not lying. He also, in fairness to him, he never said that attractive is synonymous with everybody. Like, some people have different levels of what attractiveness is. Anyway, but both you and I know that men have lists. I had a list. And I just need to go out and say that my list, the list that I had, for the most part, is not what I ended up marrying. And I feel like the list that I had was weak compared to what God ended up giving me. So there's a side of me that's almost like, man, this list stuff can get some dudes in trouble because if they unhealed, if they're not mature, they go on that list. And how many brothers do you and I both know, man, who our age, they married on marriage number 3, or they divorced, got 2 kids from 2 different marriages and stuff. What is your thoughts, DJ Walk, about this list stuff? Before you do tell your thoughts, I want to know what you did. Did you? And don't be out here capping. You've been
no.
a whole lot lately. I'm putting you on the hot spot. I don't care if Juanita's listening. I want to know, was your wife your list? That's what I want to know.
Was my wife my list? 50-50, bro. I'm gonna be all the way real today. One of the things on the list, man, that the brother was talking about was, and I'm sorry. I'm not shallow. I'm not a shallow guy, okay? But as a man, you like some stuff. You like some stuff. You don't like some stuff. This reminds me of a movie in the early 90s called Boomerang. You remember Boomerang, man?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Classic.
One of the non-negotiables on my man's list was feet. And,
feet.
He would get intimate with a woman. He would pull the covers back and see how her feet was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's keep it real. We not shallow dudes, but everybody got, and even women too, you got things that you like and you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just keeping it all the way 100. One of the things I like, I like a little brown skin bunny. I like a little chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I like chocolate.
All right.
And my wife is chocolate. I kind of like a woman around the same height as me.
Yeah. Okay.
same height as me. I like a woman have a nice little body, nice little thing dragging behind, nice little da-dunk. You know,
Come
my,
on, sir.
my wife got a little da-dunk on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could say that my wife was around my list, and of course, all the stuff that's really, really important. Does she have a relationship with the Lord? How good of a mother she's gonna be?
Mm-hmm.
One part of the list that people sleep on, man, is family. Family, that in-law life, man. That in-law life is very important.
That's not even on most people's list at all. They're only looking at the woman. They ain't looking who she connected to.
Man, listen, that in-law life is important.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up with a smaller family, man. I probably got like 4 cousins, first cousins. And it's crazy because my wife, man, she comes from a huge family. She has, honestly, no cap, like 60 first cousins. Her mom got like 13 brothers and sisters, and then they all got kids. And, so, big family, So I'm married into a big family, and they're like my family now. That's one of the things that we really keep fresh is every year we go down to LA, because my wife is from LA, the Compton area, LA area, and we kick it, in LA almost all the summer. So, that in-law piece is a big thing to think about, man, when you're thinking about your list. But yeah, I had a list. I definitely had a list. My wife is not really as social as me. That's one of the things that like I was like, come on, man. Like I kind of like to go out sometimes to kick it with my friends and have a whole bunch of people over at the house, play some space, stuff like that. My wife don't really get down with that. She's a little bit more reserved and she likes smaller group settings. I'm a DJ, so I got a big personality. I'm always yelling, hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I gotta be the life of the party. My wife is really not that type of person. But that's what comes down with things that you can negotiate on, or stuff that you talk about when you're dating, and how will this affect our marriage? Like, is that a non-negotiable, or is that a deal breaker per se? So
it could be though. It could be. To your point, like for example, a woman can have and let's not. I mean, this is a men's podcast, bro. I mean, don't get with nobody if you ain't attracted to him. I heard a preacher the other day talk about that, man. He said, man, if she don't, what I'm saying, make you horny when you see her, if you ain't attracted to her, what I'm saying, if you don't want to jump her bones, like don't marry her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only gonna get worse as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? That body gravity gonna take over. But I don't think that's superficial. I think that's a legitimate part of the whole. But I do agree with you though. Sometimes, man, we overlook things. They don't even end up on the list, and these end up being the things that cause relationships to fall apart, like personality stuff, like outgoing versus not outgoing, or just how they handle conflict. What their views are on life.
How you handle conflict is a big one.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest money stuff. You can be screwing a girl. You know what I'm saying? Before you get married, y'all could be smashing and have all types of physical intimacy, and you don't even know that chick for real, for real. You mess around, get married to her, and then stuff starts coming out in the marriage, and then you all shocked and surprised, like I didn't know she was that way, because your list came short.
Yeah.
Your list came short, and I put it like this. I feel like I was blessed. The Bible says that man makes plans, but the Lord establishes his steps. It's almost like, go ahead, make your plans, but if you walking with me, I'm going to see if your plans line up with mine, but then I'm going to really, like GPS system, put you where you need to be.
Right.
I got the upgrade of a lifetime, because I was thinking so surface. I was thinking essentially I wanted to marry somebody who was just going to please me, who was just going to feed my flesh, essentially, man. I had that puppy love kind of, based upon my own trauma, see my parents divorced. I didn't really put it into perspective, this piece right here, and I'm gonna put this out there. Like, I trust my wife's integrity as a person. Sometimes what I'm saying is one of the best ways to see how your woman gonna treat you is to watch how she treat other people. Sometimes we'll see backbiting and lying. We'll see lack of loyalty. We'll see them holding grudges on people for months and for years. We'll see them treat all type of other people real bad. And then we convince ourselves they ain't going, I'm different. And what I found is, man, the way that they treat people, especially you just walking into the picture, Jay, but she got sisters or she got brothers or her parents. She got issues with them. Like somehow you done convince yourself I'm gonna be different, and that this ain't gonna be my situation. And what I have found counseling couples in my own situation is if you can't trust them at the core, forget y'all's romance, forget whether her booty is big, forget whether she got nice breasts, forget whether she got a cute face, forget whether she's sexy, forget whether she intelligent, forget whether all that. Do you trust this person as a person? Like, do you respect her as a person? Like, you see them as a person and you walk around, you feel proud. Like, this person in their core is trustworthy. Like, this person in their core is like, the kind of person that I am not, I can walk away and know that I don't got nothing to worry about with this person. Even if I mess up, I trust that they're going to handle my stuff in a way that's not going to break me and try to hurt me. And I don't feel like a lot of brothers put that on their list.
Hey, that all comes down to how you handle conflict. You know what I'm saying? That's a big piece of that. It's like, if you get mad, what are you gonna do? Like, are you just trying to isolate from me, or can we kind of kiss and get over it? Or like, is the beef gonna cook all week long, or is it gonna spill over to the kids, or can you just let stuff go? That's a big factor, man. That's a big factor. But you touched on something, man. A lot of brothers, man, before you start going down that road trying to get married, you gotta have just a general respect for your girlfriend / wife, just as a person.
Come on,
as a person, you just gotta have a general respect for your wife as a person. That is part of the reason why dudes sometimes be talking to their girl all crazy and out in public, and on the reverse side, some of the females, a little slick talk, a little slick talk, a little slight disrespect, All that comes from respect, man. You got to have respect for your mate just on the ground basis and stuff, man. I was on Instagram today, just scrolling, and it seems like a hot topic couple is this rapper named Blueface and his girlfriend Krayshawn Rock, or whatever her name is, and they're like the poster child or the poster children of a toxic relationship, right? So I'm on there, man, just scrolling, just mindless scrolling, just trying to waste some time, man, before I get this blend that looks so good on this camera.
Boy, it do look good, okay? I can't lie. I was looking at it like, right. Fresh.
Shout out to my boy Romy Coles, man. Shout out to Romy Coles. But yeah, so he taped his laundry room and was like, look at this. I done told her nasty, blase to do laundry, and it don't take that much time to just do a load a day. Look how nasty this is. And just airing her out, man. Just airing her out. I don't know if it's for the cameras, or I don't know if it was just like a bit or whatever. But I mean, still, just if you got respect for who you with, you just won't air them out like that. You'll protect them, you'll guard them at all costs. You'll guard their integrity, you'll guard their their social outlook or how people view them. You don't want anybody looking at them in a bad way, and that just comes with just basic respect, man. And that's always a good ground, just level thing, just to kind of build everything up off of. You just gotta have that love and respect for that person, man, before you even want to go a little bit deeper with them, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't respect. To me, the thing that lasts the longest is like the physical stuff. We know I'm not the same physical dude I was when I got married. My wife, she is not the same who she was when we got married. Like, they have children, all that type. A lot of the superficial stuff that you talked about, their brothers, they in lust. They're not in love. You know what I'm saying? They in lust. And there's always going to be some woman out there.
Let me charge you real quick. Is lust a really bad thing? Is lust a bad thing?
Listen, so what I'm saying is I think there's a place for eros. I'll say that. There's a place for like eroticism. So they have to turn your flesh on. To me, like you shouldn't just marry somebody because they have good character, but you're not attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that fail as well a lot of times where I've seen folks. We talked about that a few weeks ago. What I'm saying though is I think brothers stop there. I think they stop at what is this. Their list essentially is a list on how this woman is going to make them feel, right? Rather than how this woman is going to help them to become a better person. And what I'm saying is my list was, how's she gonna make me feel sexually? You know what I'm saying? My stomach, what I'm gonna eat. Is she gonna respect me? Is she gonna look good, be good eye candy? Is all this type of stuff. She gonna nurture me like my mama did. All that type of stuff. It was all about me. What I didn't bargain for is that, man, the woman I married is actually gonna challenge me to be a better person. Right. And I think the way she challenged me, again, I'm going back to this, and that's why I feel like you said something there, bro. Like we have to. People gonna think we make too much of a big deal out of dating. But look, you don't want to marry. One of the worst things you can do in life is marry the wrong person, because your list was trash. Because your list was on some trash. I'm telling you right now, the most miserable person in the world is not a single person. The most miserable person in the world is somebody who done married somebody, got kids with them, done got their finances all locked with them, and they don't want to be married to this person no more. They know their family, they know their mama, they know their daddy. They all locked in together, and you want out. You don't love the person no more. You can't stand them. That's the worst person. And a lot of times what happens is we be listening to our flesh and our feelings, and we're not thinking deep on a deeper level. And all I'm saying is this. I'm not saying this is the only thing, but I'm saying this has got to be a thing. Like to where there is a friendship that is bigger than the booty. It's got to be like you got to have something. Because think about this: when the vows are said, it says in sickness and in health. I know somebody right now. They married a dime piece, right? They had the list. They also had the other stuff. Thank God they did, because their spouse is in a position now where they are sick and they have to take care of this person. Now, that's marriage. That people don't talk about that, Jay. They talk about the good times, you know what I'm saying? Especially brothers, the sex, all that other stuff. Man, what's your marriage gonna look like when hell, all hell breaks loose in the marriage?
Yeah.
When you done lost your job. You know what I'm saying? When your wife is sick. What about, I'm talking to a brother right now. His wife has mental health challenges from some trauma that she experienced. She doesn't always feel sexual. She's working through anxiety. She's working through suicidal thoughts. And I be seeing a lot of dudes talk about, they ready to roll. But I'm just like, dude, was there anything about her that you saw in her that was greater than all the body parts and greater than all the other stuff? Did you see anything that says, I like this person, I respect this person right here? I mean, I would die for this person because there's something greater about this person than anything they can do for me in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I watch you and Juanita, I feel like, and I never said this to you, bro, but I can see that you admire her. That's the word. I see that you admire her as a person. You look up to her. And there's a lot of brothers out there, they do not look up to their women. That's why they disrespect them, because they have no respect for them.
Yeah.
If they not putting out, if they ain't putting out the draws, if they not, then they lose respect when there should be something greater than that.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, man. And not to talk about my own relationship or anything like that, man, but my wife has always been the person that, like, I really always wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like the person that I'm like, you know what? I want to be like that one day. Like when she walk in the room, it's just like the love, and plus it's not even about the looks, man. It's just people love my wife.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, people love my wife. People love people. Like, people come to her, and it was always. I'm gonna keep it all the way real.
Oof, that's powerful right there.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Sometimes early on, I resented it because people always came to her for counsel, right? And when I would go through stuff, she would try to counsel me, and I would be like, man, I ain't like all your other friends. I got this. I'm all right. You don't need to counsel me like how you counsel your girls or how you counsel your family. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to be part of one of the people in her life that she always, kind of counsel. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I got it on my own, but I realized they counseled or they came to her for counsel because she has a level of wisdom and love that most people really don't got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. Well, that's one of the things that really attracted me to my wife is that people really rock with her, man. People love me, man. People love them so Juanita. The kids look up to her because she's a vice principal. The kids look up to her. The kids in the church look up to her. Everybody runs to her, gives her a hug, and like I'm just like, man, like people really love this chick, man. I'm like, people really rock with her family, I'm just like, I'm looking, I'm like, does this woman have any strained relationships as far as friends and family goes? I'm like, where are they? Because I've always had a little beef with my brother here, beef with my brother there, you know what I'm saying? But like, this chick ain't never had that, of course there'll be some minor disagreements and
sure.
Of course, but on the
bro, you need to write up that was book worthy right there.
Overall, man, it's just like I want to be that person, and it's like, what can I or that's something that I could learn from my wife, to make me a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like, fostering relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, I march to the beat of my own drum. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't care, bro. It's whatever. Or if you don't gotta call me for a week, or you ain't rocking with me, you ain't rocking with me. And in some instances, it's a good attitude to have because you're just like, you got that confidence. But trust me, everybody wants to foster good friendships and relationships, man. That only goes so far until you like, man, you know what? I want to go out with my boys and go watch a movie or go shoot some ball. But if all those bridges are burned, then you can't go back and have that friendship. So that's one of the things that I kind of learned from my wife, man, just how to foster relationships, foster friendships, and just fostering that family.
That is strong. Hold on, you gotta hold on a second, bro. What was your initial point? Was you looked up to her?
Yeah, definitely.
Jeez, man. And then you said this one got me right here. Now, look, again, I don't agree with everything Kevin Samuel says, but this is a point that he made that you just said that I feel like is worthy of consideration. He feels like a high value person is seen as a high value person by other people. Now, I know some of his, what he means by high value. He talking about 10,000 per month, blah blah blah. I'm just talking about Jason's point. Jason said, I look up to my wife. Bro, fellas, listen to me. That's key, bro. Some of y'all look down on y'all women and you think that that's normal. Bro, you don't want to marry nobody you look down on.
No.
That's always coming to you for everything, bro. You need somebody to hold you down. And how are they going to hold you down if they're not better than you in something, right? This dude literally told me, this is what he was talking about. He was like, I don't know if I want her to be more spiritual than me. And I'm like, why? Well, why wouldn't you want her to be more spiritual than you? You want somebody that's just not going to be coming up on somebody to pull you higher. But dude, this is the joint you said right here, bro, that you got to say more about. Everybody listen to this podcast, listen to this right now. By the way, if you have not gotten your spot at the Men's Breakthrough Conference, you need to do that right now. Men's Breakthrough Conference, we have 100 spots. This is the premier conference for men of faith who want to win in the things that matter. Last year was fire. Last year was life-changing. Go to the website, mensbreakthroughconference.com. Register right now. If you bring a brother or a friend, we give you a super discount. So, look, we rewarding brothers that's not coming alone. Come through. But listen, this is what you said, Jay. Jay, you said, not only do I look up to her, I noticed that other people look up to her.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Dude, it's dudes out there not even thinking like that. They're not even asking themselves, how do people perceive this woman? Is she respected in the community? My dog, bro. I mean, go ahead, respond to that because I'm looking. I know. You got to be the right person too, right? That's for another show. We'll talk about that again. But we just talking about what is brothers looking for. Go ahead, talk more about that, bro. That you looked up, that you not only did you look up to her, but other people, you was like, yo, people respect this. That's attractive to me.
Yeah, and definitely in a subject, she's an expert in the subject of, like, being with children and teaching children, and being a good role model for children. I mean, like, people will call her all the time, bouncing all types of teaching ideas off of her. She has offers right now to go and be youth pastors in other places or teach in other schools, and it's like people really look up to her on her relationship, on how she deals with children. And it was
you said initially that maybe, did you say initially that there was some insecurities about that? When did that change for you, where you were not afraid of it anymore, but you started embracing it?
When I just was like, get over yourself and ask your wife for some counsel. And it was good. It was some good words of advice, because you just like, I don't want to be that person to always go to her for help. And even that's my girlfriend at the time. It's like, I don't want to buy into the whole ask Juanita for counsel type of deal. But I did, man. She gave me some fire advice. I applied it. It worked out in my favor. And it's just something that, fostering relationships and fostering friendships with families and loved ones. It's just something that she just has. You
buy a Bugatti, but you don't never drive it fast. Like, you buy a Bugatti, but you don't never want to use the, what I'm saying, the massage seats. Like, you got your Bugatti.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to use like all the various, luxuries that come with it? She's a woman of wisdom. Use it.
One word: pride.
Bro, listen to this, because look, I don't know if you noticed, Jay, but as you talking, your list is nothing but the word. This Proverbs 31 says this, and I'm not trying to defend Kevin Samuels. I need to keep repeating this over and over again, but I want y'all to hear this. He says, "A wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than money. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." And then at the bottom it says, in verse 30, it says, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." I'm just like, on your list, it should be, she brings good and not harm all the days of your life. Like, she need to be adding value. She needs to be increasing your capacity to be a man of God, to be a man in business, to take care of your health. I hear so many dudes complaining about their wives challenging them, and I'm just gonna tell you, then you a punk.
Yeah.
Then you soft. No, seriously, like, something is wrong with your manhood if you can't take a strong woman who is trying to challenge you to be a better person. I'm not talking about these women out here, who's nitpicking and nagging on stuff that's not important. I'm talking about a woman who's trying to encourage you to be a man of God. Dude, I heard a chick the other day, literally, man. I was counseling this couple the other day, and she was like, "This man, he will not lead me spiritually. I want this man to just improve. I'm not saying he got to be my pastor. I just want him to improve." And he's offended by that. And I'm just like, "Well, then you don't need to be married if you want somebody who's not going to add value to you." And sometimes when you add in value, it challenges who you are. I just love that you said that being married to Juanita, initially the challenge, because I've been there, where your wife challenged you, like on the money, like real talk, honestly, straight transparency. Like, I tried to take over the finances because my ego was involved, and then, man, I messed up some stuff, straight up. And you know what? The other day, I'm just like, my wife don't never suffer no loss when she doing the way she manage her money. But she don't. Why am I doing? This happened 2 days ago. I said, "Honey, I tried. I tried." You know what I'm saying? I'm not consistent with it. I'm too busy. I'm missing stuff. I'm like, "You got it." Because when you do this, you add value. I'm so stupid trying to prove that I'm good at something that she's better than me at. Why don't I just let her do it?
Yeah.
Some of us
and
for that though.
And you know what? We talked about this the other week too. When I think we're just like, you don't want no man that's always going around just asking for people for help because they can't, get up and get it on their own. And I know we're talking about spiritual stuff, but on the flip side, you want a woman that's just going to challenge you just to be a better man.
Yeah, facts. Oh, yeah.
It's just a better man.
To level up. Yeah.
Just a better man.
Yeah.
Funny. So a couple months ago, I was getting up early or whatever, but I would leave like, just enough time to make it to work on time. Like just enough time to make it to work on time. Just enough time. I wasn't late. I'll probably be like a minute late or whatever, and my wife was just like, you need to be there like before it's time. You need to be the person that is greeting others at the door. You need to be the person that is stepping up to the plate, like showing that you're the best, showing that, you already got the plan in motion. You already, how what you want to do for your shift, for your employees that you're under. You need to just be there. You need to show up and show out. That didn't take me back. That didn't that didn't make me say, you need to mind your business or whatever. I got this. That made me be like, you know what? You right.
She right.
Let me put my best foot forward.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let me put my best foot forward, because if something goes awry or if something goes sideways, my house is going to be affected because of my job is on the rocks. You know what I'm saying?
And you would let your pride get in the way to affect that.
She looking out for these kids running around here, this mortgage, you the provider. You the person that's bringing in this money. You need to protect your bag. You need to show up and you need to show out. You want a woman, man, that's going to push you to greatness. And sometimes it's not all peaches and cream. I have some stuff that happened on my other job, that went south, and I was kind of down in the dumps. And she put me up, man. She was like, "Man, let's get it. This ain't no time. Okay, you sound right now. Pray, get over it, and let's get up and let's get it. Let's go to the next step. What's next? What's next? Strap up. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying?" And that's just, you just can't put a price tag on that. You want a woman that's gonna push you to be a better man in general, just a better dude in general, man.
Bro, if y'all heard this podcast today and you still got that trash list, then man, you wasn't listening to a word we said. And I'm gonna call out my man right now. You know who you are. I know you listening, brother K. Brother K. Hey man, take heed to this science that we dropping in here again, fellas. Some of y'all right now passing this off because you're saying to yourself, I got things to do. No. Like, some of y'all want to be better, but you don't never make moves that says you want to be better. Some of you always talking to me about how you trying to grow in this area and you want to level up and you want your finances to turn around and you want to be a better father, you want to be a better husband, but you don't never do nothing different. And to get what you never got, you got to do what you never done. Like some of you sitting up here listening to me right now, know you need to make changes, know you need to be a better man, and you got this amazing conference in front of you and you won't even go. Bro, go to the website right now. At least go to the website. Look at the website. Pray over it. Ask God that he wants you to go. Instead of just sitting here waiting. I don't know what you're going to watch the game. You're going to play video games. What you got to go to work. Bro, you need to go to work on your life. And we're trying to give you an opportunity to get you a breakthrough. Some of y'all in your own way. Get out of your own way. Invest in yourself. Come to Atlanta with the rest of us. Me and Jay, all of us, we all going to be there. And we're going to be leveling up. And we're going to be pushing you to level up. Go to the website right now and at least look at the website. Pray over it. Keep putting it in your bookmarks and just say, God, do you want me to go here? Only 100 spots, and they're not going to last long. Go to www.mensbreakthroughconference.com. And we out of here. God bless y'all, man. We'll see y'all in Atlanta. Peace.
Welcome to the Get Your S.H.I.F.T. Together Men's Podcast with your host, Dr. Myron Edmonds.
All right, man. That was good. That was some good stuff, man.
That's goody. That's goody. That's goody. That was goody.
Nigga, you've been dropping some. Nigga, you on your that woman. Listen, she taking you done gone to the next level, bro.
Hey man, I got a good wife, man. You try to buck the system, but you know she good for you. She good for you. She good for your mind, your heart, your soul, your discipline.
Man, nah, bro. This is fine. This is some good stuff. All right, boy.
All right, boy.
Are you? So you going to Cincinnati?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
When you leaving? Right now?
Probably like an hour.
Oh, all right.
All right.
All right. Be safe. All right. Peace.
Yep.